So today we're going to talk about the Subaru BRZ and the Gr86, or the Gt86 if you want to go off the old one. Now, first thing I gotta say between the two, I actually really like them a lot. They're small cars, compact, they're they're actually not pretty quick, they're pretty slow compared to other sports cars, but they do get the job done and they look great, especially the older models. I like the older BRZ and Gt86 over the new BRZ and Gr86. And if I were to compare the two, which ones I like just off aesthetics, is they're practically the same in every way internally, but aesthetic wise, the front grille and the Gr86 looks better than the BRZ 2023 up. Now, I have had the chance to sit in both the 2024 BRZ and the 2024 Gr86, and the interior looks great. However, it's really small and really low to the ground. Mind you, I'm 6'1", so a lot of compact sports cars are kind of hard for me to fit in, and it was a car show, so I didn't get to adjust the seat to my liking, so I was just going off the standard setting. So maybe if I did get to change the seating position and all that, it may have been a more comfortable fit, but just off what it was presented to me, I just can't. It just was small. Now let's talk about the only thing that people ever complain about with this car, and that is it is slow. Now, it has a Boxster engine which pushes out about 250 horsepower, which I would say is pretty standard for a sports car. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but however, it does have a 0 to 60 time of 5.4 seconds. Now, it may have a lot of horsepower, but people care about feel and the launch. But however, I do think it shouldn't matter, because there are a lot of sports cars, however, that are small and compact that aren't necessarily fast. Take the Miata, for example. It's not the fastest car of its time, but it was still considered a sports car and it's still loved a lot. But for the fun of it, let's just say that we were on the design team and we were designing the engine and horsepower for this car. Now, I would say 6-speed transmission with an inline-six 300 horsepower. Now, it already comes in a manual transmission, but I feel like this car needs to be a manual. Now, the reason I would say an inline-six instead of a Boxster engine, which Subaru is more famous for, is because it gives you more power, and Toyota has already in the past made good inline-sixes. This, of course, being their famous 2JZ. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be a 2JZ, I'm just saying that Toyota has already shown that they can build great engines or great inline sixes like the 2J. And last thing, I would just keep it rear wheel drive, because everyone loves rear wheel drive in a sports car. Anyway, that was my opinion on the BRZ and Gr86, but let me hear yours. Let me know what you guys think of these two cars, and if you guys would change them or leave them as they are. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.